cartoon, the storytelling was straightforward, and on Uncharted 2, we found the storyline a little bit more complicated. Are you planning to use another mode to tell the story in Uncharted 3, or you will be using straightforward or similar to Uncharted 2?
Yeah, we try to make sure that every game has a very unique flavor to it, and make sure that nobody feels like they're just sort of playing the previous game with a new coat of paint. So it was important to make sure that the storytelling did take on a unique flavor, and that the pacing of the game also stood out from the previous game. So one of the first things that we decided was that this game was going to be about Drake and Sully and their relationship, and how that came to be, and how far they can push one another, and exactly where that breaking point is. So I think from that standpoint, it not being sort of about a more or less a love triangle like in Uncharted 2 was, this is a little bit more of a mentor-protege type story, and we do, I think, expose quite a few interesting facts about Nathan Drake's personality as well as history that I think it's really going to excite fans. And then we chose to very specifically to have the antagonist be a female, so that we could give a different type of antagonism to Drake. In Uncharted 2 is very much a straightforward, strong, brutish paramilitary leader with Lazar mentioned. He's leading an army and has helicopters and tanks, and it was a very conscious decision to say, okay, well, there's no helicopters in Uncharted 3, and it's not about a military force that he's fighting. He's actually fighting this underground secret society that's got a history that dates back to Sir Francis Drake's time, and that allowed us to also delve into different aspects of Nathan Drake and his history as it relates to his ancestry.
Right, thank you.
Okay, this is Manuel from videojuegosadiario.com, and you launched the Uncharted 3 beta recently. I want to know how has it been received, and what key lesson have you learned so far from the beta testing, the multiplayer beta testing?
Yeah, I mean, we are always constantly learning. Even after the game ships, we'll continue to learn like what's working and what isn't. The community evolves with the game, and they discover new tactics, and some of them are exploitable, and some of them are things that we should do what we can to address. And we listen to the feedback constantly. We're on the forums out there, trying to solicit feedback. And the great thing about multiplayer is it's this live experience that it continues the relationship we have with our consumers past them picking up the game off the shelf. In the past, you sort of, once you ship the game, you're done, and that was the end of the relationship. But now that continues on, and we'll have several releases of DLC coming up that we're already hard at work on, and so we want to make sure that we keep that experience as honed and tuned as possible, which just requires constant maintenance.
Hi, this is
Any more questions from Panama?
yeah. Yeah, this is atromano.com again. Just back to the previous question, I just wanted to know if you are going to be offering anything else aside from the multiplayer experience, if it's going to be more DLC coming, episodes of that sort, like that expand the single player experience, and would you think that we may have them maybe by December?
Yeah, we'll definitely have DLC out by summer. We're going to have some DLC out by September, in fact, but it's all going to be multiplayer focused. We get a question about single player DLC a lot, but the way we look at that is, when we're designing our single player campaign and working on it, we want to deliver a complete experience, and we don't want to dilute it or sort of cordon off any particular section of the game to later release in DLC. We want people to be able to play it start to finish and sort of have the game end in a tidy way that gives a lot of satisfaction for the completion of the story. And if people are left wanting more, then that's the next venture. But if we were to start saying, okay, well, we're going to take this side mission out and sort of make it DLC, something that you have to pay for or download at a later date. When you finish the game, there's going to be something missing. And we don't want to deliver that kind of experience. We want people to be wholly satisfied when they complete the game.
Thank you.